And some of y'all know I made a custom. These are my I modified Amazon DISA Valve to see if it'll work. Uh, it'll work good. So what I'm gonna do is I'm doing an oil change right now. Excuse all this mess. This is a dirty ass engine, but I'm doing an oil change right now. So what I wanted to do, it's been almost 8,000 miles since I put this modified DISA in. So I wanted to see how it was faring. So I'm going to take these bolts off, and I'm gonna show you guys what it looked like. I haven't removed this thing since I put it in. At 222,000 miles. Now it has 230. So it's been about 8,000 miles since I put this 3-stage intake in with the modified DISA valve. So we're gonna take them off and take a look. So, all right. So I just cleaned up some oil, but as you can see, it's still oil getting in the intake. That was when I pulled the DISA valve up. I wiped that off. That dripped out. My catch can did catch about an ounce of oil, so it is working, but I'm still getting oil buildup in the intake. Now let's go to the DISA valve. As you can see, my modification, you can see my spring pin I put in there. I took out the stock pin that came with it, put in the a spring pin and a welding rod at the top, and I kind of bent it over and shaved it down so it can fit inside the intake. And as you can see, it's still very tight. I have no issues in that part. You can still see that it is open, so it is working fine. However, it is some issues I see. This is just quality control. I'm starting to notice that the gasket on this side starting to come apart. You can see it coming apart here and up here too. Again, these are just things that maybe can be perfected. This is after 8,000 miles. I've seen it could be from improper installation too. It looked like it kind of pierced in. That could have been my fault when I put it in for the first time. But my gasket I made, like I put JB weld on the side so these gaskets can stay in place on the opposite closing side. As you can see on the DISA, this is the closing side here, and this is the other closing side. But on the opposing side, to keep that gasket kind of stuck, staying put in there, I put JB weld on the opposite side of the gasket to keep it tight. That's still holding up well. And as I said before, it's just really just this part. I have to see why that happened. I'm not getting any type of intake seal issues yet, intake gasket like vacuum leaks, anything like that, but that is something that concerns me. I don't know how that happened, but it is definitely coming off all around here. But other than that, man, I mean, my modification worked out perfectly. It's still holding well. The gasket at the bottom is still holding well. Now this at the bottom, I have to reseal this, and this was my mistake. Probably didn't seal it up as well. I should have just used gasket material on this when I closed this back up. So that's something as a learning lesson. Use gasket material to close this up. Put some gas material around the case when you open these up. So that's because they use some type of acid to keep it sealed, and I see that whatever I used didn't work as well. So you can see it's starting to come apart. But again, this is after about 6 months. I put it in like January, and it's just September now. So I mean, I'm gonna say after 7 months for the $50, it's not bad besides that part there. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and put it back in. I'm just finishing up the oil change. I'm gonna close everything back up, and I just want to show you guys real quick a little review on the large, and I'm pretty sure the small probably looks the same. I'm not taking the intake off right now to show you guys that. I'm probably not taking the intake off, but I just wanted to show you guys this, so we'll get back into it later.